Every time someone taps a premium credit card, the screen says approved. What it does not say is who paid for the points. The airline miles, the cashback, the airport lounges, the metal cards, the sign-up bonuses, they feel like free money. But rewards are not magic. They are funded by fees, interest, and pricing power. And the uncomfortable question is simple. When rich customers get paid to spend, is somebody poorer helping foot the bill?
The honest answer is not a cartoon. Credit card companies are not stealing in the legal sense. No one is secretly reaching into a poor household's bank account and moving the cash to a millionaire's points balance. But the system can still move value upward. Economists studying the rewards market estimated roughly $15 billion a year being redistributed from less educated, poorer, and higher minority areas toward more educated, richer, and lower minority areas. That is why the title matters. The mechanism is quiet, indirect, and easy to miss. Start with the first pipe, the swipe fee. When a customer pays by credit card, the store does not receive the full price. A chain of processors, networks, and banks takes a cut. The biggest piece is usually interchange, which goes toward the bank that issued the card. Rewards cards tend to carry higher interchange fees because the rewards have to be funded somewhere. A merchant can absorb that cost, but merchants do not have infinite margins. Over time, fees become part of the price structure, and everyone shopping in that store helps live inside those prices.
That is where the first subsidy appears. A person paying cash, debit, or a basic card often pays the same shelf price as someone using a premium rewards card. The premium card user may get 2, 3, or 5% back. The cash customer gets nothing. The store paid a fee to accept the card, and some of that fee helped fund the premium customer's reward. It is not a clean one-to-one transfer at every checkout counter, but across millions of transactions, the direction is clear. Rewards concentrate where spending power and credit quality are already high. Rich customers are attractive to card issuers for two reasons. First, they spend a lot. A wealthy household can run travel, restaurants, subscriptions, and business-like personal spending through a card every month. Even if they pay in full, the bank still collects interchange on a large volume of purchases. Second, they look safer. High credit scores make banks more willing to approve premium cards, larger credit lines, 0% promotions, and rich benefits. The CFPB found that virtually all growth in credit card purchase volume in 2024 came from cardholders with Prime Plus credit scores or higher.
Now look at the other side. Poor and middle-class households are more likely to use credit cards as a bridge between paychecks, not as a points machine. If the balance rolls over, the reward becomes tiny compared with the interest. In 2024, consumers paid about $160 billion in credit card interest and another $31 billion in fees. The CFPB also found that cardholders with subprime and deep subprime scores who revolve balances pay 2 to 4 times more in interest and fees per dollar borrowed than superprime revolvers. The poorer borrower does not need to be irresponsible. They just have less room for mistakes.
This is why minimum payments matter. A card can make debt feel manageable because the monthly bill looks small. But a small minimum payment keeps the balance alive, and interest keeps eating the future. In 2024, about 15% of general-purpose cardholders made only the minimum payment, the highest share in the CFPB's data since at least 2015. For private label cards, it was about 20%. Rewards do not rescue that household.
A 2% cashback card is meaningless if the unpaid balance is being charged 25 or 30% APR.
The middle class gets a more subtle version of the same machine. Many people do benefit from rewards. If you pay in full, avoid fees, and use a card you would have used anyway, rewards can be real money. But the card company is not giving those rewards because it loves you. It is buying your spending behavior. It wants the card at the top of your wallet. It wants more swipes, more balances, more annual fees, and more chances that one expensive month turns a disciplined user into a revolver. The rewards are bait, but not everyone gets hooked the same way.
The backdrop is already heavy. In the first quarter of 2026, New York Fed data showed credit card balances at about $1.25 trillion. The flow of credit card balances into serious delinquency was about 7.1%. That does not mean every cardholder is in crisis, but it means the expensive part of the system is not theoretical. When budgets are tight, the same product can be a convenience tool for one family and a high-cost loan for another. The rewards layer sits on top of that inequality and makes it look glamorous. So, is it stealing from the poor? Legally, no. Economically, it can look like a hidden transfer. The store pays card fees. Some of those fees support rewards. Merchants recover costs through prices where they can. High credit customers are more likely to receive the richest rewards and avoid interest. Lower credit customers are more likely to pay interest, late fees, and higher credit costs. Cash and debit customers can still share the higher price environment without receiving the card reward. The system does not need a villain in a dark room. It just needs incentives stacked in one direction.
There are ways to reduce the transfer. More transparent cash discounts would let customers see the cost of payment. More competition in card networks and routing could pressure swipe fees. Lower APR margins would reduce the punishment for revolving balances. Better comparison tools could help people find cheaper cards instead of flashier cards. And at the household level, the rule is brutally simple. Rewards are only rewards if the statement is paid in full. If interest enters the room, the points usually lose.
The genius of the credit card reward system is that it makes the winner feel smart and the loser feel personally responsible. But the plumbing is bigger than individual discipline. Premium rewards are funded by a market that charges merchants, prices risk, sells aspiration, and profits from revolving debt. So no, credit card companies do not literally steal from the poor. But the rewards machine can absolutely make poorer and less flexible households subsidize the people who need the subsidy least.